What is up, everyone? My name is Schilling.
And my name is Pet the Cats, and today, joining us in the old commentary booth here, is a fellow by the name of James Games 360. He's been featured on our channel a few times now, and most notably his birthday shout-out, which featured a fantastic version of the Happy Birthday to You song, so hopefully everyone enjoyed that little piece of art there. But James, welcome. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine, guys. How you doing? Thanks for having me on again. Gathering
Indeed,
fame
boss.
while I'm on your show.
I know the thousands of subscribers are going over you each time, but it is our pleasure, James. It is our pleasure.
Well, thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Anyway, we got some Red Dead Redemption zombie gameplay from the Undead Nightmare pack out there, which is a very unique mode for Red Dead Redemption, obviously, as it's there's no real counterpart to it. It's a timed zombie run, essentially, where you have to take out so many of the horde to essentially continue on into rounds further and further. So it's a heck of a lot different than most things. There's a lot of neat components to it, and while it's not near as popular as, say, the Call of Duty stylized zombie mode there, it has a small following, but I think overall it's a pretty good DLC. Would you not agree?
Yes, I would agree, as it is my personal, one of my favorite, if not favorite games of all time anyways, so of course everything about it's going to be just grand. But that leads us into our lovely topic of conversation today, of our own histories of gaming, I suppose. I guess, Sam, would you like to take it first?
No.
Do a brief history, where you started with what game, what system, progression, and where you're at today.
All right, I can manage such a thing. But I guess if you were gonna really start it off there, first instance of gaming in general, I'd have to say, Michael, I don't remember the occasion all that well, but one time when I was visiting down there in Tennessee, I do believe you had a spare copy of the fantastic Age of Empires, the Age of Kings there, the second in the franchise, and I'd have to say that's kind of what started me off. And a real-time strategy game was kind of an interesting game to enter the whole phase with, but that's definitely a game that I still hold pretty near and dear to my heart today. I enjoyed the game quite a bit, and I think the both of us got quite a bit of playtime out of that. And then obviously they had the Conqueror's expansion. You move on to that and whatnot, and then later on Age of Empires 3. But in that brief little intermission, there was that game called Age of Mythology, which was another branch off of the same series there, obviously focused on different ideals and whatnot. But
And this of course is all PC. Right?
Oh yes, PC. PC is that's where it all started for me. So I had a big start in the real-time strategy, the whole strategy genre there, and then my first real instance with anything outside of that actually came from a free-to-play game known only as Warrock, which was it was actually an adaptation of a Korean game, I believe, which it obviously was free to play, and it had pay-to-play elements with it, like memberships and stuff like that. But essentially, it was a first-person shooter that could easily rival anything like Call of Duty, just based on pure gameplay. You had your basic team deathmatch, that type of stuff. So that was my real start into first-person shooters. And then following that was really when it all kicked off there with Battlefield 2. Picked that up for $20, maybe a year or so after the game had been out. Got all the expansions that came along with that. So that's really what got the start. That's what made me a Battlefield fanboy, I believe. You and me put quite a few hours into it. Granted, we were awful.
Yes.
But obviously, we very much enjoyed that game. and that's where I was for the longest bit of time. Still on the PC, which I definitely still enjoy. To me, I enjoyed more so for the real-time strategy genre still. But there's certain games that you could play on there that would match the consoles version. But played that for a while, and then I really didn't know much. I really didn't know much about the Call of Duty franchise, and I wish I had stayed so blissfully ignorant. But when Modern Warfare 2 launched there, I was pretty quick to pick that up for the PC, which I maybe got a month or two of playing out of that. And then I believe it was after a visit of yours, Michael, that I actually went about picking up an Xbox after Best Buy had a special where you could purchase it for $200 and then pick up a game as well. So there I was playing Call of Duty, like the most typical of the Xbox gamers, and kind of an interesting background I came from there. And I suppose that's where we get to where we are today. Eventually, you got Bad Company 2, and then kind of relived the Battlefield roots there. And certainly happy I made that transition. Definitely perceive the gaming world with a major bias with regards to the all too controversial Battlefield Call of Duty matchup there, but I believe it's for the better. So I guess that's where we are today. That's pretty much the history of myself and gaming.
All right. Thank you for that. That was lovely. Moving on. James Games 360.
Yes.
Your gaming history, your startup, and where you're at today.
All right. Well, like most of us, I also started on the PC. Started playing on a computer that I don't know if anyone remembers this computer, but it was called the Commodore, and it was a really old computer. Yes, played old games with that. Had so much fun with that. Used to watch my dad play some stuff on that. It's also my mom. And after that, got a computer. Started playing demo discs and stuff that I'd get off of Walmart and all the stores and stuff like that. And then I moved on to actual games such as classics like Doom, Quake, Duke Nukem, and thousands of others that I've played, mainly first-person shooters and platformers. Then I took a step into multiplayer when I started playing RuneScape, which was an experience in itself. Definitely, it's kind of like the free man's version of World of Warcraft, but yet now you still gotta pay for stuff. This is the reason why I left that. I did not want to pay $5 for an actual weapon, or not an actual weapon, but for a virtual weapon in the game. I did not want to pay subscription and any of that, so I left that and went back to my single-player gaming. Played Fear, some Star Wars Battlefront. Then after that, I moved on. Oh yes,
that was the game.
That was awesome.
That was the game. I had Battlefront 2 for the PS2.
Yes.
That was it.
It was quite enjoyable. I love playing that. After that, I went to Xbox because I got tired of updating my computer, various video cards and audio cards and all that. I had to, every time I see a new game come out, I have to like check the back of the box just for the system requirements. Got tired of that, so I was like, all right, that's it. I actually picked up before Xbox. I actually picked up the Game Boy Advance, which was actually pretty fun. Played some pretty cool games on that, but it wasn't really console-ish. Kind of small screen. But later on, picked up an Xbox. Walmart got a few games with it. First game was Gears of War, which I enjoyed that game. Then Halo 3, which actually got me started on Halo. In fact, the first Halo on PC, I got that about a year before that, and love that. So it got me on the bandwagon of Halo. I enjoy the story. In fact, it was the first game I played that had a real story to it, other than just mainly like Doom, where you're on a planet or you're on Mars and there's no really background story to it. Then after that, I started playing Call of Duty and Battlefield 2 at the same time. I got both those games for the PC, played them like crazy. I didn't have internet access at that time, so I didn't play online. But I did play Battlefield 2 with bots and stuff, which was quite fun. Got various mods for it, which actually was pretty decent. Had a lot of fun with that. And so that's where it got me on the path of where I both liked Battlefield and Call of Duty. People normally ask me which I prefer, and I usually tend to just say both, because I don't really have a preference other than that they're pretty decent. I enjoy Call of Duty for the single player more than the multiplayer as much, because I never really played multiplayer with it that much. I do enjoy Battlefield multiplayer, because I did play multiplayer with bots, and I did enjoy that. A lot more. You had vehicles. Call of Duty never had much vehicles, and they had tanks and stuff, but in Call of Duty 3. But I like it because you can have specific classes, such as medic and engineers. You can actually do something other than just run around and just shoot. So it gave a sort of an objective for me to do. So I could play actually a role in the game. And now I am still playing Xbox 360. Don't play PC much, other than Minecraft. And I guess that's where I am. I'm still on Xbox. Thus my name, James Games 360. Obviously it'd be James Games PC if I was still on PC. So that's where I am
that you
now.
got a PlayStation, I assume it'd be PS3 then?
Someone asked me that. They said, James, if you ever get a PS3, will you change your name to James Games PS3? And I was like, yes, I would. It wouldn't be my real catch name as it is now, but it would be my tag, or my gamer tag, or whatever they call it on PS3. I would have James Games PS3 on there, as well as Wii, James Games Wii, which doesn't have a ring to it, but it's it gets it done.
Well, thank you for that.
No problem.
My own history, very quick. I guess young till about 12 or so on the PC, playing such random games as Sims, SimCity, I don't know, that Age of Empires, I guess. And then got a PS2 about, I don't know, about 6th grade, I guess. Played some stuff. Really enjoyed the Grand Theft Auto series. Got me into the pre-Rome love. And I got the Xbox. Picked up Grand Theft Auto 4, which was the first game I played. Yeah, it was alright. Blah blah. And then Call of Duty came into my life, and it was all about that until Battlefield Bad Company 2. Changed my opinion completely. Prefer Battlefield 3. Hooray, hurrah. Okay, so before we end this,
That was quick and short.
yes, James, your favorite game and your least favorite game that you've played.
Let's see. I'd have to say my most favorite game would have to be Halo 1 on the PC. Just for the pure fact that it was the first game that actually had a really deep storyline that actually got you into the game. Didn't really care for the multiplayer until I played Halo 3, but definitely my best favorite game was Halo 1. Least favorite game would have to be Gran Turismo, the racing game. I did not enjoy that game one bit. The handling, the cars was pretty difficult. I'm not really into the drive sims, but that was probably one of the worst I've played. Now, it's not the worst game made, but in my opinion, I did not enjoy it.
Sam?
Well,
Your favorite, least favorite?
I'd say as for favorite, it kind of comes down to a toss-up between the Battlefield series. I don't want to say Battlefield 2 or Battlefield 3 specifically. I mean, I guess if you were to look at it that way, it'd probably come down to Battlefield 3, just based on the fact that it's upgraded engine, upgraded graphics, the whole shebang, essentially. But other than that, I suppose I'd also have to toss it over to the Age of Empires franchise there because that satisfied my strategic needs, and definitely still have an interest in the series yet today. But as far as the least favorite game, that one there's a pretty clear winner. Well, at first I might have played it quite a bit. The fantastic Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 would earn that achievement in my eyes.
Yeah, I'm sitting over here trying to think of my least favorite game. I might have to steal that one. That game, the franchise itself cost me so much frustration, as you know. But that game, Modern Warfare 2, really frustrated me quite a bit. That was pretty bad. So I don't know if I'd go with the least favorite on that one, but I hate it. So, favorite game probably would be Red Dead Redemption. I've already kind of said that, but I love free roam. Do whatever you want. Hooray. Look at the beautiful scenery. Okay. Well, I don't have any more questions for y'all. That was wonderful.
Thank you.
Yeah, likewise.
With that, I guess my name is Shilling.
My name is Pet the Cats.
I'm James Games 360.
There you go.
And we thank you for watching.
We do.